Hi everyone, this is Doodleman86 back for another video, and today, wait, I forgot something, hold on. There you go, I just wanted to make a background for the video today, since this is related to what we're making. So I wanted to show you all, well, hold on, let me add a few more. I wanted to show you all how to make a custom Godzilla. I could do Kong in the future, but my Walmart doesn't have any Kongs. I mean, I got a Kong, like, what was it, a week ago or something like that, but they're not having any more right now. So instead, I'm just going to show you how to do Godzilla. Sorry for the lighting, but usually I have, like, quite a lot of lights here, but I only have 2. So sorry if it looks bad, but let's start with the video. So you're going to need a few items. So let me get them out right now. You're going to need one of these things. This is kind of optional. You could get like a piece of paper or, I don't know, a notebook. That's what I'm going to do. Like anything like that to put paint on when you're painting him. A few brushes. You could grab some or whichever ones you like, but I recommend like soft ones, big ones, kind of tiny ones as well. So we'll be using that. These 4 colors for Godzilla's normal skin. Sorry they're all messy, but I'm not very much a clean person. Some of these got the paint over their names, so I do know this is elephant gray. This is a glossy white, and this is black, just black. Green, we'll be using real green and metallic Christmas green to give it the shiny effect. We'll be using jack-o'-lantern and this red that has its name covered, as well as a bright shiny red from the same line. And that's about all the items that you need, so let's start. You can see already that my Godzilla's already painted like the thing, but let's start over. Anyway, you're gonna take your biggest, like, fluffiest brush, and you're gonna take out your black, and you're gonna just dip it in and paint as so. This is kind of like the base color for the whole figure. And you just want to paint it all black. Nothing won't be black, because, I mean, you could do any color you want, like a gray, but this is Godzilla, so I'm just gonna do black as, like, the base for this. And, yeah, we're just gonna go like that. And I'm going to speed the video up because I'm sure you don't want to really see this. Also, sorry for speeding it for a bit, but I do want to remind you all that you should color all of it. Do not leave a speck out. All of it should be black or whatever color for the base that you're using. I recommend black or a very dark gray. That's my recommendation. I think you should use that if you're going for a color accurate look. Then once you are done with that, you leave it to dry. I recommend that you leave it and don't like take it fully, and I'll explain in a bit. At least 20 to 30 minutes so that it's nice and dry, so that the next time you paint it'll be good to go, and you know, you won't get any liquid paint in there and it'll smudge it around. Now the next part is optional, but take that brown color I was talking about and then we put it in a little slot there, and then we're just gonna take the weird color brown and color the whole body with it. And we just colored it all black. This is again optional, but I'm gonna do it, so if you would like to, you can do it as well. So after you let it dry, and again this is optional, you don't have to paint it with the like brown color, you're gonna dry brush. So yeah, we're gonna dry brush now, and oh, you got stuck to that. And you're just gonna dry brush the whole figure like this until you are done. I'm gonna do this off camera, but do dry brush the whole figure if you did this. After he is done drying, you will then take your gray, and then you'll fill up your thing. I don't know what that's called. And then you'll also dry brush with the dark gray all over his body. And yeah, the peach, like the peachish brownish color, whatever you want to call it, was to give Godzilla this kind of skin-like look. I think it kind of does that. mean, kind of. So yeah, just dry brush with gray, and then we'll move on to the next part from there. Right now, after you've like weighted and things, then the next part will be painting the nails, painting the teeth, the face, and the eyes. I always leave that for last. You could have done that first, but I kind of feel safe doing it for last. After that's done, you're gonna take the biggest brush you have, this being mine. It's gotta be soft and like stuff, I don't know, take my word for it. You're gonna use your real green, and oh, forgot to mention that you have to, I did my face, ugliest face you will ever see, I know. It is clearly beautiful. But like, this is the face I made, not the best. I didn't really take too much time doing this. That's because it may be covered up in the end and stuff. Nails. Yeah, so now let's get on to the painting. So first you want to, again, dry brush this side with green. This is the, what's it called? Dark green. And you're just going to dry brush it everywhere. But it's got to be like a very light dry brush. So again, see you in a bit. The way that Playmates did it was whatever part was being colored in Hong Kong light, they just straight up painted it like that one color. So I'm just dry brushing because I feel like it'll give it like a, I don't know, like a light effect. So that's what I like. Oh, and I forgot to mention, do get this part of the leg and this part of the hand, because the red light may be hitting the other side of the leg, but this side is exposed to the green light, aka the green building, which is what's causing the light in the first place. So yeah, make sure you get that in. After that is done, you should kind of have like a color palette like this. It's his right, aka our left to him, should be green, at least covered in that greenish color. Again, the exposed body parts that are exposed to the building producing the light should also be dry brushed, aka these two undersides. Make sure you don't get it on the other side. So now we move on to the other side, and it works technically the same way. What I recommend is you take a red and your orange, and you're just gonna you're going to put it in as so. A lot of orange, and then at least 2 drops of red. 1, and then 2. They don't have to be giant, but they shouldn't be too tiny either. So if you want to take a look at it, that's how I did it. And you're just gonna mix it as so. And you should have something similar to this color. So now I'm going to do the same thing. This time, since these parts are exposed, you're going to paint this side red, all of this red, and meet you back in a bit. Once that's done, you should have an effect kind of like this. One side green, one side red. And not much else to say for that. Except let's get on to the last part. You're gonna take whichever one you want, red shiny or green shiny, and just dry brush it again, except this time kind of lighter, and get all the parts you colored appropriately and respectfully. And that's going to be about it, and that will be over. So again, meet you back in a bit. And then once you got the shiny color effects, you are complete, and that is really the tutorial. Yeah, so the metallic paint gives it this shiny effect, glittery effect. It has glitter, so if you don't like glitter, I do advise you don't do it. But if you do it, then it'll give it kind of this shiny gold effect. And that's about all it's going to do. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this tutorial was able to help you a lot. Not much else to do, and that's pretty much the tutorial. Bye-bye.